money.
All right, well, hello, everybody. I think it seems so far is fairly stable, but, doing some tests. Howdy. I know it's been a while. How y'all doing? I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm going to be jumping back and forth here, kind of checking settings and stuff. I'm just kind of keeping my fingers crossed to see whether or not chat integration is actually working. Because I can't necessarily tell if it is. It looks like it might be. Let us see. Hey, look at that. Cool. Hey, what's up, Martin? Yeah, it looks like it's working. All right. Cool. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while since I've seen you. What is new? What is up? Give me a second. Check. All right, cool. Yep, that's all good. That seems all pretty good. There's other things that I know that I'm going to have to integrate at some point, but I'm just kind of testing a couple things around here, so I'm not messing around too much. I'm just kind of... Oh, that's weird. All right. Oh, I don't like that. Let's get rid of that then. There's that over here. Just had a history final today. Very nice. How'd it go? It's good to see you, dude. What up, Stefano? What up, Prophecy? Hey, you my guy? Oh, wow. Oh, hello. Why am I hearing... Where's that coming from? Is that coming from... I'm guessing, yeah. No, wait, where is that? That's coming from here? Yes. Yep, that's from live space. All right, cool. Sweet. All right. I just wanted to check that. How's everything looking on your end as far as... Am I, like, running into some weird dip frames or anything as I'm doing all this stuff? Seems like, so far, encoding is actually doing fairly decent. I mean, it's running high because I am still encoding... to a few different places. So CPU utilization seems a little rough. But that I could probably fix at some point. I'll just have to do some setting changes. I might launch a game just to see how that's all working too. Just because I don't want it to run into any weird issues, and I might be trying to encode the background as I'm doing all this stuff too. So let me close that out. Yes, I know. Shut up. Go away. That can stay there for a moment. Let me just do this. That seems okay. Let's see. Cool. All right. I don't know. This particular chat window is a little bit weird too. So let me scooch that over. What up, Trip? Good to see you too. Pretty easily, thankfully. And how have you been? I've been doing pretty good, man. It's been super busy. Just trying to get other stuff. Whoa, hello, come on. Do the thing. Thank you. That was weird. But it's been fairly busy. Just trying to get prepared for, obviously the upcoming slow season for us and bartending and whatnot, and getting kind of used to that. And now that we're getting ready for doing our band streams again, that's what we're getting ready to do tonight. That's why I'm testing a lot of these settings out to see if this is going to be a viable option for us moving forward. If that computer's strong enough, which I assume it probably will be. It's kind of a beast. Still, to this day, it's kind of surprising how well that thing's aged. So taking that laptop over and experimenting with this whole setup of being able to do different like multi-streams and whatnot, and have content available for multiple platforms for people to come and hang out and see what's going on. So I'm just testing some of this stuff before we finalize OBS, and we've got to finish hanging up the curtains and then rewire all the stuff. So we still have a little bit of work ahead of us. So tonight we're just basically gonna go through, finish doing the hanging stuff, check the microphones at least to make sure they're actually being read in OBS, since I wiped all of the information off of that when I was taking a break from the band, so I could give it back to Jeff. Because obviously they probably weren't really going to be streaming, and if they were, they probably wanted a fresh, clean slate anyway. So now we're just rebuilding OBS, and we're going to come into it with a little bit more intention. So we're trying to make sure everything is nice and ready. So hopefully by next week we'll be done doing all that and ready to stream. So no stream tonight, but tomorrow is the plan. And if I'm not taking the camera tonight, I'm not going to bother doing that. We have other stuff to do. Otherwise, I was going to say I could just grab this and we could set it up, and then at least have the microphones and you could see us set stuff up. But you'll just have to follow us, because I'm sure we're going to be doing some quick little pictures and maybe a couple little shorts or TikToks or something, so you can kind of see more of the behind the scenes. But we're getting there. Intro had some drops, not sure. Okay. Yeah, it might have been as things were booting up. It might have been skipping up a little bit. I'm looking here. It seems like my bit rate's getting a little bit finicky again, but it seems like it's doing okay. I'm hoping that it's not going to just completely tank on the stream. But yeah, I mean, so far it seems like it's actually doing all right. Which is really good news. CPU utilization is definitely high because I'm encoding on CPU, because AMD has a track record of having really terrible encoding for their GPUs. But I'm curious to see. Memory seems to be doing fine. That's nice and stable. And when I say high for a CPU, it's like hitting the 30% utilization mark. So, whatever. 15% GPU. It seems pretty stable when I've got all of this other running. So that's nice. Oh, Trip, I'm sorry to hear that. Man, you got a rough go of it all the time. Well, keep your chin up. Like, every little bit's, right? It's like I said before, it's always going to be a learning experience, and you're in that age group right now where everything seems like it's going to be going against you, but as long as you just keep your spirits up and keep being you're going to land on top. You'll be fine. Get rid of Discord there for a sec. All right, let's see. YouTube, Martin, let's keep your alerts up and notifications and whatnot, and double check and make sure that you get to see the band stream again, because that should be coming up next week. I'm pretty sure that's kind of our goal, is hopefully next Tuesday or Wednesday we're going to be doing a stream again. So that'll be the first time in a while that we've actually done anything for the band, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I know all the guys are, and I know a lot of you guys are too, so I'm really stoked that we're finally going to be doing that again. It's going to be really exciting. We just haven't had a chance to do it, so we've been planning all the ins and outs of how are we going to do lights, how are we going to be doing the actual full setup, how are we going to position the camera, what do we need to do as far as chat's concerned, so Jeff can actually read that. So I actually took my other arm that I was using for this camera. Initially, that was actually hooked up to the base, the stand for my key lights, and just had one of those Elgato extension arms on it. And I decided to get a couple wall mounts because I didn't really want to put any more strain on those and have any kind of wobble or anything. So I got the wall mounts. Those are now permanently mounted to the wall, which is great. But that arm that I've got is long enough with enough pieces in there that we can actually manipulate that and hang it on in one of his cymbal stands and that way he can have either his iPad or a small monitor so he can actually read chat. So I was double checking the dock for the laptop, making sure that that can actually power multiple monitors, and it can. I've got a spare one downstairs. Drew has a TV that we can use. So we're really trying to clean up how that's all going to look and just finalize all the details. Right now, it's just the big part where we've got to hang up the rest of the curtains and get it all nice and pretty in there, and then figure out heating solutions, because it is a garage again, but it's a much bigger one, and we have a little bit more room for activities. So that'll be cool. We're actually changing things up a little bit on that end. I'm stoked about it. Been pushing through it. I've been thriving. Good. Silas would like to know if Union and Oven is planning on making songs. There is a plan for it. Yes. There is a plan. We don't have it totally in action yet. That is something that I've been working on since we started doing band streams in the first place, which is collaborating with other musicians that we found on Twitch and seeing if we could have them send us a riff or something. The idea of just being like, hey, I've got this idea in my head and I would like other musicians to play behind it. It's like, sure, we could do that. Or say, hey, could you write a solo or a verse or chorus or something for us? Would you like to come in and then collaborate with each other and say, cool, let's work on a song, and this will be like once a month or something that we actually hook up with a musician and do a chat hangout stream with them, get some ideas, and just kind of introduce each other to our own viewers as well, and be like, hey, you should go check this band out, or this artist out, or this performer, or something, and then come up with some ideas together there, and then at the end of the month, we both come together with our final product. It's like, cool, so this is what we're working on for the next couple weeks, and we can come up with some kind of ideas, and then at the end of it, we co-release it somehow. They put it on their channel, we put it on ours, or whatever, however it manages to work out, or even the possibility of doing like a react of the recordings, because maybe they might have a different take than we did, and we could just kind of bounce back and forth on some of those riff writing ideas and come up with something kind of fun that not only helps support other musicians, but helps us grow as writers ourselves. Because we always have a hard time coming up with the lyrics. That is not our strong suit. That's for me and Drew specifically. Jeff has a pretty good understanding of it, and he actually has some really solid stuff that we could work with. But for us to have something that we could just grab from, it's really, really hard. That's something we just don't do. So being able to practice with other people who may be well more versed in that, no pun intended, then being able to help us grow and do something creative that may not ever see the light of day outside of a stream or people downloading it. It's still fun, and that is way more interesting than a lot of other ideas that we've had as far as what we could do. It's like, yeah, we could write a song, but why? You know, like, there's no reason for us to write a song, specifically because we play so often. We have such a backlog of songs that we play just from doing cover stuff. We are in no way pressed for trying to find work as a band. But on the creative venture, it is kind of stagnant there. And that's some of the things that we all miss doing for streams, is actually having the opportunity to go and just do some improvised stuff, just some off the cuff. We're just gonna jam here and come up with some really wild riffs, and then we could start to develop those into a fully structured base for a song. But then we need to figure out what the hooks are going to be and what the lyrics are going to be and how that all combines. And that's where we don't have that skill set necessarily. So finding other people that might be willing to be a part of that, that'd be really fun. Plus, it's just good community growth for just creative growth and creative skills that we want to continue expanding on. So I'm really I'm stoked about that idea. So I would like you to know if you need someone who plays the piano, he's there. Hey, there's that too. You need a Christmas song. That would be pretty funny. We could do something like the idea of like the August Burns Red Christmas album. I still love that. It's so still, well, I mean, God, they've got so many now at this point. So many different songs that they've done. Between that, like Reliant K, or there's this this album that I found years ago, and it was with God, what magazine was that? I picked it up, yeah, back in the days of magazines when they actually had a CD, a demo CD in it. What was that? It must have, maybe it was Metal Hammer. I can't remember. It's been so long. But on the back, they actually had a Christmas version, and there was one song on there that made me go and find the rest of the album. It's called "We Wish You a Metal Xmas and a Headbanging New Year." And they had a death metal version of Silent Night. The best. The absolute best. I love that. I absolutely love that idea. What time is it now to you? 3:30? Cool. I'm gonna pull up just to see here, since I am double checking on everything. I just want to make sure that everything seems to be working well on other places, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it is. Cool, seems like it is. That one's definitely working out. That one's definitely working out. Also, what do you all think about the new lighting? I think it looks pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Like, I like it because it's kind of what I was shooting for anyway. It's still slightly nuanced. It's still got a little bit of drama to it. But what's really nice, I don't know if any of you have been actually watching the updates through like TikTok and stuff, is the benefit of actually having a full grid in front of the softbox instead of using just that big diffusion panel that it comes with. Because when you have a regular softbox, the intention behind a softbox is to create soft lighting, right? And if you have like your source of light right here, and say this is like a top down or something, okay? Your source of light here is, your subject is here. Your wash is going to come out like this, in all directions, right? So that means if you've got a background or a backdrop or something, that is still going to be kicking off light to these other ends. And then it's going to pick up some of the shadows in front of your subject too. It's kind of a wraparound effect, and it's really, really pleasant depending on the use case. And what's nice about having a grid is that you take that diffusion layer off and you get this kind of egg crate look, just like a mesh, like a big square mesh grid. And it helps cut those reflections and from the internals of your softbox, and instead of it coming out like this, it pretty much directs it like this. So your subject is here, and if you're off axis, then anything in the background is not going to be getting any of that spill from the light. So you get more of your light controlled on your subject. And what I was really running into was, since I have white walls in here, and that softbox up there above the TV, like right above the TV, it's only about maybe 8 inches above the TV, was throwing light against the door and the wall right in front of me, and back behind, so over behind the couch. And same thing with this one that's literally like arm's reach away, throwing light this direction, up and around ceilings and everything. So it's just a lot more. It was too bright, and I didn't really have enough control on that. So being able to really control where the light source is coming from. Now I've got, my key light here, which is nice. I've got a nice reflected fill on this side. Then I've got my essentially edge light, fill light, and then that's definitely an edge light. And then all of my practical lights that come around, where now they're not getting washed out from just the throw of the softbox. Adds a little bit more dynamicism to the shot, and I did just add a diffusion filter on that, which should hopefully give it a little bit more, not necessarily a hazy look, but in the background should kind of muffle some of those those hard edges from the light spilling out there, because those are very bright. So trying to reduce hot spots there is what those little diffusion filters are really, really helpful for. It's giving elements of freedom. I just like having lighting control. Plus, I did put up some of the extra unused fabric from downstairs right up here, so I could block out the window a touch. Because, surprisingly enough, look at how much of a difference this makes. Watch. Actually, look at all that. Look at all that spill. Yeah, gross. I want it. It's not a light blocking curtain, but it definitely helps. It's just a little bit of fabric that I just folded over. So that helps kind of control some of the light. Yeah, I don't want that. I want more control over the whole situation. That's, you know. Who are we if we don't have control, right? All right, now I'm gonna see here. Does that scale up, or is that gonna be weird? That's still gonna be kind of weird. All right, that's all right. And let's go. That is so strange. So strange. Come here. Get in here. Is that gonna do it? No, that's definitely not gonna do it. All right, this doesn't really scale up as well as I would like. That's all right. It's a weird third-party app. It's not that big a deal. But I am curious. Let's do something else. Give me a sec. Like I said, I'm messing around with some ideas. I'm gonna put this here. Why does that keep on scaling up that way? It's probably just because that's in vertical mode and this doesn't know what to do. That's all right. I'm going to, just for the hell of it, since I've got everything set, I'm gonna pull up a game and just stress test this entire setup. We shall see if it does okay, or if there's something that I really need to look into. Plus, one of the nice things too about how I had this lighting set up before, I actually had these flipped in their intensity. So I actually had my brighter key light right here. And then they're both mounted in the same spot, but I had my brighter side over here and my lower side over here, and then also lowered the color temperature so it's a little bit warmer for this one for my fill. But after adding all of this, it was just kind of compounding, and then if I was playing a game, I would still have to contend with that super intense, cool, bright light right here, right above the monitor. So I decided to switch that up. So now this is my bright end that's cool, and this is my really low end that's warm and reflecting against the wall. So I'm not getting as much intensity right in my eyes. So hopefully, A, that'll help me see games better, and B, it won't create as many reflections in my glasses, which is another thing that I was just kind of getting annoyed about. But I mean, that was just my own fault for the way I set it up in the first place. But we'll just keep on playing with it. You know, it's always a game when you're trying to figure out how to do lighting in certain situations. And now that I'm up in this office, things are different. They're changed. I've got different angles on the wall. I've got a completely different setup of places that I need to worry about reflections and all that stuff. So I'm really trying to dial it in so it's kind of the same vibe that I was shooting for, and is somewhat similar to like when I was down in the living room space, because I still really miss that spot. That looked so goddamn cool on camera. But having my own office is way better, and I really like the way this is turning out so far. So Silas here might talk Trip into making a Christmas album with me. I've been waiting to do one for a while. Hell yeah. That'd be fun. Just mess around with any ideas you got. Absolutely. All right. Looks like I might need to. Let me do an update on this really quick. And while that's doing an update, just to make sure all my settings are still correct, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on a break screen really quick and let that do its thing, and I will be right back with y'all, and we'll see if my computer decides to go up in flames because I'm trying to encode so many things at the same time. But give me a sec, I'll be right back, okay? Da, 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 da. God damn it! This time you got me. Run! Fuck it! Ah, what the? Holy shit! Oh my god! What the fuck was that? I can feel. Fuck you, God. Bitch! Sit down. Alright, easy. Easy.
Just to fuck with him. Damn it.
Where? Oh.
5 minutes remaining.
Got him.
Nailed it.
Grenade, thank you. Shit. Gotta find G sometimes. Oh god, I fell. That's not what I want.
You just said you gotta find the G sometimes.
You know what? Shut up. Yeah, I know the second one's always better. You gotta try it one time first, right? He burned out his voice and had. Oh my fucking god! Why? Ah!
You mean like spaghetti?
Yes. What the fuck? Damn it. Andrew?
Ah! Shit, I have no...
Also, give me just a quick second to run to the bathroom, guys. I've been drinking a lot of coffee today, and it is just flushing my system out. So, 1 second. I'll be right back, okay? Alright, and I also I put on those other lights. What do you think of those? I haven't actually turned those on for a hot minute, so I think it's kind of fun. As you probably know, Trip has a beautiful singing voice, and I'm the guitar and piano player of the system. I do know, and Trip does have a really good voice, and that's really cool. I'm glad that you can play guitar and piano there. Be a part of that whole system. That's great. Let's see, move this over just a touch. The one thing that I'm bummed out, sorry, off subject here, about being able to do multiple platforms at once now is the fact that there's still that one stipulation that you can't have all chats integrated into an overlay. That's a bummer, because I know if people would like to see what chat was up to and, you know, talking and hanging out, even after the fact during, like, watching the VOD or something, you can't see what the conversation was, and again, it gets lost. But, yeah, I don't know, there's probably some workarounds on that I'll have to research. I don't really know. That's just, it is a bummer. Also, what do you think about... I'm still playing around with this idea with how I've got the overall set, kind of just the main scene, getting rid of any extraneous things as far... Like, obviously alerts and whatnot will still pop up, but as far as, like, leader goals and that kind of stuff, like, if it's only a one platform, it makes sense. But if you're doing multiples, then it's, you know... It doesn't make sense if you're just seeing the one overlay. Also, I feel like it's a little bit less cluttered, and I don't really want it to be super cluttered. I know there's people that can utilize having a lot of things, a lot of elements, a lot of visual stuff. I just don't really feel like that's necessarily part of my my vibe. And then I do kind of miss having a little bit of the spacey thing come out when I had it slightly punched in, you know, the camera border and whatnot, and then the outer space picture and whatnot. But I kind of like this new generation of how things look, where it's a little bit more cozy and it's a little more serious, you know, while still being just silly me goofing around. And I don't need the space border when I've got these kinds of lights going on in the background, and then I've got this little thing right over here that's basically my outside border anyway. Like, why bother? What up, Solar? How you doing? Good to see ya. All right, let's. I'm gonna jump into this game really quick, and we shall see if I end up calling the fire department because everything just decided to burn down on me. It's a joke. What is this? What the hell? What? This game has native support for Steam input. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't care. Shut up. Shut up. My control's not even plugged in. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. Dummy. Jeez. What do you mean? What just happened? I'm gonna try Shatterline again. It's an easier game for me to just go ahead and launch and just hopefully just jump into a game. It's nothing crazy. I do enjoy it though. It's a lot of fun. It's free to play. It's cross-platform. It's kind of a combination of like Call of Duty and I would assume something like Overwatch and Valorant, where you've got heroes that you've got to do. When you do character selection, then you get specific advantages to how the map, how you can navigate the map and different supers and whatnot. I don't know. I have no idea because I've never played Overwatch or Valorant. I've definitely never played Valorant. I've played Overwatch once or twice, just the second one, and I enjoyed it. It was decent enough, but I don't know enough about the game. So, it was kind of lost on me. Oh, did the camera glitch out? Was it just getting pixelated? Because that could be... If it's getting weird and pixelated, that could be an encoding issue. And if it was just the camera, then it could... depending on which camera, if it was my center camera or if it was my my side camera, the one that I'm looking into right now. Because if it was the side camera that I'm looking into, it could possibly be, since that's the worst style of input for, well, output, I guess. For HDMI out, it's a mini HDMI, or micro HDMI, whichever the one is. And they tend to crap out. And this is the camera that we've been using for band streams for a while. So it's been plugged in and out of that little port for a long time. And every once in a while, if I shift it, which I did today to reset that wall mount, it might get a little bit finicky. If it was getting weird... Oh, full-on gray screen? Oh, okay. So that could have been a dip in my bit rate, because I see it right now, it's getting kind of low, and that's probably an encoding thing, just because my internet slogs. So every once in a while, if it gets gray and you see me going into the matrix, that's actually just due to internet stuff. If you can still hear me and you still, it starts to get washy out and then just like gray and slowly pixelates back into me being here and present, then that's the internet, and it's just because my upload speed is throttled at 10 megs up, and I have been able to eke out, due to some of my settings, just a little over 11, and I wish it was more, because the threshold for being able to do a decent live stream at the very bottom end is like 7 up, so I am right in that middle ground, and every once in a while it likes to struggle. So, and remember, right now I am encoding and doing an upload for 4 different places, all with the same settings, so it shouldn't really struggle as far as my encoding is concerned for my computer, but it could be running into an issue because of the internet, trying to figure out where that's going to go. One of them is going to one site that relays it to 2, and then I'm going to 2 different sites direct from OBS. So I'm going to 4. So it could be an internet thing. Trying to reduce the amount of stress that I need to on my internet and my computer. Because if I use the Restream site, then I'm basically just streaming to essentially 3, because one of the Restream site is going to take you to one site, and then it does all the heavy lifting and takes you to 2 different places. Let's see, who do I want to be? I guess, all right, fine, I guess I'll be this guy. I always forget who I want to be. But we shall see how this goes, and I'm watching all, ooh, GPU utilization's going up pretty hot. Hopefully this doesn't blue screen me. But I guess we'll find out. We're here together. And then it dipped. Alright, cool. Alright, I might have to change some settings here. Oh, I forgot I could do that. Ooh, yeah, this seems like an internet thing. Oh, yeah, CPU's running hot right now. It's going up to 90. 80K. GPU is at alright, that's no good. Yeah, I'm dropping frames. I am for sure dropping frames. Let's give it a sec. It could also be a server issue, but I don't know if that's a server issue. 79, 48. Could. Okay. I guess we'll find out here in a sec, right? We're here together. We're here. We're in this mess together. Oh man, is that a ping thing? Do I have ping? Is there a way that I can actually find ping? Watching. Let's see here. Let's do options menu. Options. I know I usually like to have this all the way cranked. Let's do medium. Oh crap. After restart. Okay. Alright. Resume. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. I don't know. What up, Sam? How you doing, man? Okay. Once we get into this, let's see. 88. 87. This very well could be an encoding thing that I might be able to maybe be able to switch over. It's been a while since I played a game too, so this is all gonna be lackluster at best anyway. So just be prepared for that as it goes around. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. I do really enjoy this game though. It's a lot. Oh wow. Oh crap. All right. How do I get out of this again? Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I'm dead. All right. That was one of the abilities from the other guys. All right. I don't remember this guy having a boost, but I could be wrong. Unless they just changed something. Alright, are we starting to settle in? Feels like we might be. It feels better. Looks like we might be. Get wrecked. Oh, dude. Oh, that was so close. No worries, Sam. I'm not going to be on for too long. I'm actually just testing settings since I'm doing a few different changes now that I changed the lights and whatnot. And I'm just trying to make sure. Also, is this too dark as far as like the gameplay camera is concerned? Should I do anything to change some of that? Because I could up the brightness on this fill or on the side of my face that you see mostly right now. And I could also just change a couple camera settings to expose for it a little bit better. I don't want it to be too dark and too brooding. Looks fine, right on. Well, I appreciate it. Now, I'm testing out that that plugin for OBS, the multi-stream plugin, and just watching as my computer freaks out. I did a slight overclock and some fan curve settings for my GPU, my CPU. I already overclocked a while back, and just slightly, obviously. I didn't want to go all the way to the ends of the earth trying to do that because I am not an overclocker and I did not want to bust it and have to replace something when I can't afford to do it anyway. Ow, dead. But it was mostly just for encoding stuff and trying to make sure everything is nice and cool. So I might at some point change some of my encoding settings within OBS now that this overclock in the GPU is set where I like it. I'm just kind of messing around with all the other options that I have and testing things out. So I'm getting ready for heading down to set up all the stuff at the band space, and while I was doing that, I figured I might as well check all of this because we're planning on doing multi-stream stuff for our side anyway. That way we have a better backlog of material that we can reflect on instead of just worrying about a VOD getting deleted after a couple weeks when we're doing something on one platform instead of just having it up there permanently on a different one. So I am the tester. I'm the one who goes through all of the weird crap. Come on, get me out of this crap. Woo! Damn it. Oh yeah. If you're just chatting, tighten the frame a little, lighten it up. But for gaming, it's fine. Well, and that's the whole thing too. You know how I go with this too. Like, so obviously I've got it on this end. Then if we're just doing, nope, sorry, I'm just chatting here. Then hi, here I am. You know, nice and chill. And if we're doing something on the couch, then obviously now that I've got those soft boxes with grids, I can kind of change that up a bit. But for this end, I kind of like the way that all pushes together. I might actually just change the exposure on that after I'm done, but we'll see later. And the window is closed and covered. That way I can control the lighting and not have to worry about the time of day. So it'll always be consistent. Die! How did you not die? Well, this is like if I were to do anything else that wasn't just specifically alive and I wanted to do something that's a little bit more chill video kind of stuff, or just like creative video stuff, I can still get some nice Rembrandt style lighting just with the way I've got things set up. I don't even have to move. I just pick and choose which lights I want to have on, and then we're good to go. Crap. Damn it! I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as I saw that, I knew that was going to come up. Woo! Hello. Crap. Damn! I couldn't just hit your shots, man. Just hit your shots. Oh yeah, no, I can see that. It's just still Silas, by the way. I haven't played the new season of Fortnite yet. I'm so dead. I'm so bad at this. Cool. Just want to make sure. I played a lot of Fortnite back in the day when I was broke as hell and I was staying with my friend and didn't have any money to my name, so I was just playing a free game on my account and I had a blast with it. And then I got over it for a while, and now that they're bringing back stuff like no build, oh god, come on, get somebody there, damn it. I'm excited to play it again. I don't know if my computer is totally strong enough to be able to stream and put everything on high quality at the same time, but if I'm just playing it, I'm cranking those settings to max. Because it looks so good now. At some point, maybe. I'm still considering doing some community days. Now that I finally finished Doom, I can try out other games again, and right now I'm working on the Stanley Parable, which was gifted to me from somebody else a while back, and I finally had the chance to start playing that, so I was working on that. But I've only done one stream with that so far, so I'm very early on in it. And there's other games that I still need to... I've got a whole list of games that I just haven't finished. My good old ADHD makes it really tough. And then I find games like this that I really enjoy for just popping into and having some fun. It's kind of like Splitgate. No. Proceed. Let's go ahead and play again. Let's see if there's something that I can do here. Scoreboard, how poorly did I do? Kills, and then... Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Whatever. I haven't played a game in a while, alright? Give me a break. Yeah, ADHD is the worst, I'll tell you what. Like... When it comes to moments like trying to complete a task, like even just finishing a game that you're really invested in, and that's part of the thing too, I typically don't play games outside of doing a stream. So when I actually sit down and play a game, it's either I'm going to do this story and share it with people as a first reaction because I've never played it before, or I just want to sit and have some fun and do something dumb like this. So where's the happy medium? You know, and I can't, if I start playing a game that I think is a really enjoyable storyline, and I'm like, oh no, I can't play this right now because I don't want anybody else to miss out on what this is going to look like, because I don't know what this game is.
I will use their own.
Oh yeah, that doesn't matter. That's for their other stuff. Let's see here. I still like the fact that he just looks so brutal and burned. Looks like a demon, and I love it.
Two, I fight as one.
Don't really care. I'm not going to be bothering leveling up stuff right now. I'm just going to play another round or two, and then let's see, 4 o'clock. See how this all looks, and then get ready to go set up the band space. I unfortunately carry like 80% of the ADHD stuff for the body, and my girlfriend always says, hey, can you focus for 2 seconds for me? She lost my attention halfway through the statement. See, mine isn't necessarily that style of ADHD. I will continue to have thoughts and other conversations in my head while absorbing information that somebody's speaking to me. And it's what makes me a good bartender and what makes me really good at security. Because I can analyze so many different things and absorb all of it at the same time. But I have the executive dysfunction part, where starting myself on a task is just overwhelming. It's like, I know that I need to do this thing, and I know all the steps that I need to take to get to this goal. But all of that already seems so overwhelming that I can't even just get up and start step one. And that's the thing that pisses me off the most. And it's really annoying. And I know there's a lot of people that can relate to that, because I'm not the only person in the world that has that kind of incapacitive brain flow. And it can be so paralyzing. That's the whole idea of like ADHD paralysis, right? And then just knowing that all I need to do is just get up and go downstairs and cook some breakfast. But then I have to make sure that all the dishes are clean before I actually cook the breakfast. And what am I going to prepare? Is it going to be this? How am I all right, cool. That sounds like good food. All right, I'll get up in a second. And then 3 hours later, you're finally up. It's like, shit, I forgot to shower. All right, well, breakfast is done now. So now what's the next thing that I need to do? I missed breakfast. I guess I'm doing lunch. Now what am I going to do? Do I have all the ingredients that I need for this? No? Okay, well, I'll figure it out in a little bit. And then 3 hours goes by and you're like, dude, I am hungry. And I only took a shower. I forgot that I needed to do my laundry, and I needed to vacuum right over here. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. It's so annoying. What up, Ninja? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, the hyperactive part, the hyper-focus part is massive. Clog drains, but as a functioning human. Well, I don't know if we're all functioning, but we still managed to figure it out, right? Alright, I'm gonna try this guy again. I actually did pretty decent with the Impala before, so we shall see whether or not that's actually gonna work out. And I'm hoping there's got to be another tool as well where I can see. Oh my goodness. I don't remember if I can mute people. Hold on. Oh my goodness. And how do I do this? Wait, hold on. Tab, and... Is it there? Whatever. Oh, hello. Crap. Dead. I'm not doing too bad, Ninja. Just checking out some settings here. Hopefully not waiting for my computer to explode. Oh god. I'm wondering if the servers might be lagging, because that doesn't seem like a computer issue, but I was running into that and everything kind of settled in, so we shall see. I was doing some lighting changes, and now I have that multi-stream plugin on OBS and doing restream as well, so I'm hoping that I can actually functionally play a game while also streaming to 4 different places and not cause a house fire. So, oh god, and that's where it starts to lag. I know. That's a server issue. It's got to be, because I'm watching. Nah, well, it could be CPU too. I see that kind of popping up, but I don't think it is. I think it's probably a server issue, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Damn it! Ninja, this is a game called Shatterline. I know my title right now says just chatting, because all I'm doing right now is just testing everything to make sure that nothing breaks. But this is a free-to-play game. I found it on TikTok, actually, a few months ago. And I've been having a blast with it. It's free to play. It's cross-platform, and it's kind of like a mix of. From what I understand, I was saying this before. Hello. Oh god. Oh god. Dead. All right. Yeah. Let's change out my loadout here. It's like a mix of what I think Valorant and Overwatch are like, where you actually pick a character that has certain abilities and movement capabilities and whatnot. Like there's different parts of the map that with this particular character I can jump up to. If I was a different one, I wouldn't be able to kick that box. But it's got some similar kind of gunplay as far as like Call of Duty and whatnot. And it's pretty well fleshed out, honestly. It's a pretty smooth game, aside from what I can't tell if it's my computer or the servers, but I really do enjoy it for being such an easily accessible game. Like, we can't all afford AAA titles, but this one sure feels like it sometimes. And they do have like co-op Destiny kind of missions, like raid style missions where it's story based and you get a 3-man fire team and have to go run around this big map. There's a decent amount of lore behind it if you're interested in lore. I'm not all that worried about it, but I do have a fun time with it. Oh dude, absolutely. Yeah, you should definitely give it a shot. It's fun. It is definitely very fast-paced. This guy's just spamming. Just a ping right now. Shut up, man. I hear you. They're kind of everywhere, my dude. Shut... Oh, please stop. You can also revive teammates, which is nice. I think a lot of people forget about that. There's different game modes as well, like capture the flag and whatnot. I'm just doing some regular old team deathmatch because I just wanted to open up the settings. So, hello. Oh, dead. Yeah, it does kind of have that feeling. You're right. It's got some similar, like especially like the colors that they're using for the map design. It's very similar. The mechanics are really close. And look at that. Look at that. I got somebody to revive me. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Crap. Can't throw a grenade. Alright. Shit. That's... I keep forgetting I've got two different options there, and I forgot where I had that one bound. That was dumb. Whatever. Oh, come on! That was clear as day that I had the drop on that. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm not all that worried about it. I'm just testing some stuff up. But how you been, dude? What's new in your world? Oh, man. All right. A little bit of lag. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, crap. I missed that prompt. That was my fault. Dang it. All right. Not going up there. Guess we're going down here. That was really, really lame. Ow! Whoa! I just got ripped apart. Is that a teammate or no? Maybe? 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 Oh, they're gonna die. Oh, they're gonna die. So they one. Oh, never mind. There's two. All right, fine. I'll respawn. They're all sneaking over to that little choke point. Oh, okay. Oh, dude, come on. All right. I really... Oh, that's not what I wanted either. Oh, I thought I had a drone. That's why I was getting confused. I was dropping a mine. Hello? Oh, oh, yeah, all right. That was bad news bears. Okay, fine. We're gonna move over to this because I've only got a couple... We're pretty much screwed anyway, but whatever. Yes, we hear the ping. Shut up about it. Jesus. Dead. Yeah, dude. I'm such a Halo guy anyway that I absolutely love the fact that there's so many different options now for play styles and game types. I dig it. I really do. And that was actually pretty close, even though I failed miserably. But I've always been a Halo guy. I grew up on Halo anyway, so I'm right there with you. I've been wanting to play a lot more of it. All right, so I think that is it for me right now. I'm just all right. Yeah. I know. There's a replay of the game. Shut up. You just can't skip the replay. Obviously, that's just how these things work. Yes. I know. Stop. Get me out of here. Skipper doodles. Skip all the doodles. Out of here. Skippity skip. Leave me alone. Yep, I am sure I want to exit. And bonk. Cool. There we go. But yeah, there's thanks for coming and hanging out and let me see how everything was working. Appreciate that, because I needed to double check it anyway. So obviously I've got a bit of revamps that I need to work on, but it seems like it's actually working out pretty well. So I don't hate it. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start getting myself prepared. I gotta gather up a couple supplies for getting ready for tonight and finalizing all of the band stuff. If you would like to, I don't know if any of you actually have any of our stuff on for our socials, as far as the band is concerned, but for Union of None, make sure to actually here. Like am I? I don't know. There's us. You just follow us there. And then you can see some of the behind the scenes. I'm going to try and take at least a couple pictures and maybe do some stuff for our YouTube channel for like TikTok and shorts and whatnot, and do all that so you can see the process of us getting everything set up, because we're really close. I think pretty much all we need to do tonight is finish hanging up the curtains and then move all of the equipment, and then just we'll have to do a little bit of rewiring and stuff. But I'm taking the computer just to double check and make sure that OBS is functioning there so we actually get a clean signal from the board. And then next week we're going to be getting back into doing the band streams again. So be sure to check us out on that end. I am really looking forward to being back into that. That's going to be so much fun. All this tonight, this afternoon, was basically me just testing a few things to see whether or not this was a viable option for us to continue doing that for the band streams as well, so we're not just stuck to just doing one live channel. So we're going to be messing around with some of that stuff tonight too. Well, maybe not tonight, but I will start working on that over the next week and getting that ready so everything is just up and running. And then once we jump in, we're all set and ready to go. Because it's been far too long since we've done anything for the band on a live stream, and we all missed the hell out of it. So looking forward to it. But anyway, that being said, I love you all. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Trip and Silas, very nice to talk to you. Ninja, you as well. Solar, Martin, very, very wonderful to see you all again. Sam, same thing. I know you're probably down at the store, and I will talk to you all very soon, and I will keep you updated. Be sure to follow the socials for the band channel so you can see what we're working on over the next few days, and just be ready for us to start rocking the house and see some stupid, silly content from us again, because I'm looking forward to it, and I know the rest of the guys are. But now that I've tested this, I'm gonna do a review, make sure everything actually worked the way I was expecting, and then tomorrow, all things pointing in the right direction for me to be doing a stream again. So I will be back to doing just regular hangout streams here now that lighting is done the way that I kind of hope. I'm gonna now that the cameras are actually mounted where I like them. We're doing little tweaks every little bit. So now that it's finally where I really like it, for the most part, I'll be back to doing some stuff again tomorrow. So if you want to pop by, I will keep you updated in Discord as always as far as scheduling is concerned. That's always going to be kind of in flux. Right now it seems like I will probably be most likely be doing streams Tuesdays and Wednesdays during the afternoon because Maddie is in Ridgeway doing stuff work-wise for a couple nights out of the week, and not to exclude her at all by any stretch of the imagination from being involved in streams, because we're still going to be doing that. We're working on figuring out one of the days where she's actually here where we can do our streams together, but while she's out of town and I'm after I've done chores and whatnot, then that way I don't have to worry about bothering anybody in the house by occasionally getting excited and maybe yelling and screaming and whatnot when people are trying to relax. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays are probably going to be my days that I'm going to be streaming just for myself, and it'll probably be either Tuesday or Wednesday night for the band. We still have to figure out a schedule on that one too. We'll talk about that tonight, and then there will be a third stream a week where we have guests over and do our couch sessions and little chats and podcasty style stuff. So keep your eyes peeled. I'm still working on kind of changing things up a little bit. So be ready, because things are coming back and it's going to be a blast. But in the meantime, I love you all, and as always, stay safe, stay alive. Pinky promise. Much love, and I will talk to you all soon. All right? Have a good night.